Hey guys, we're here at the 10th Annual African American Women in Cinema Film Festival. We're talking to playwrights, directors, writers, screenplays, renowned actors. We got everybody here, guys. I'm Miriam Basir, your host. Enjoy the show. So we're here at the 10th Annual African American Women in Cinema Festival with Shonda Davis. She's a filmmaker. Hi, Shonda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
So tell us what you're doing here today.
I'm here. I'm a filmmaker. My film is being screened in the festival on tomorrow, so I traveled here from Houston to see it.
Okay. All right. All the way from Houston, huh?
Yes, all the way from Houston.
Now I know this is the first event of the night, so I know it's the first one, so you can't really gauge how the whole festival's going, but what are you looking forward to seeing this weekend?
I'm looking forward to seeing plenty of women, filmmakers, and seeing them showcase their talents and their work, networking, and seeing some of the great films that are out there.
Now what about you? What have you seen so far?
Well, so far, this is actually my first time here.
Okay.
And what I'm really amazed about is the amount of people that are here. And it's really exciting, and I just can't wait for the night to get started.
Now, why would you encourage people to do films focused on African American women?
Well, there's so many stories to be told. They're really underrepresented. There are very few stories about women of color. By women of color. So it's crucial. It's vitally important.
So we're here with Tara Renee, you guys. She is the founder and executive director of the African American Women in Cinema Festival. So hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. Glad to be here.
This is the main lady, guys.
Thank you.
So why is a festival like this? And obviously you started it, so you could tell us why it's important to have a festival like this.
There's a strong voice that have not been getting the necessary due that I feel, and this is our way of opening the doors, putting the microphone there, and letting us voice be heard.
There are a lot of us. There are voices that need to emerge and need to be heard and need a venue. The more I travel, the more I talk to a lot of young women and more established women as well that have their films and they have something to say, and it's very important. I think that we have a venue where everybody can meet each other, see each other's stories.
We're so underrepresented in Hollywood that I think that the more that we do media-wise to let people know that we're out there, we're a force beside, behind and in front of the camera, it's all necessary and very relevant.
I feel like women of African American women should be seen in a positive way as often as possible.
I think that it's important that we try to uplift our people through any means necessary. And clearly, having a bigger presence in the media is important, especially when we have so many negative minority images in the media now.
Women needing to know that there are other things they can do except for, being in the R. Kelly video. I love R. Kelly. Right.
Not against R. Kelly.
Audio girls are okay. Right. But you can be more than that.
You can be more than that.
Exactly. You can be behind the camera. There's so many other creative things, event-wise, a lot that you can get involved in. And I think it's really important for Black women to really see that.
To realize
I don't think that we see it as often as we should.
Right. Okay. Now, why do you think that is that, Black women are underrepresented in media in general?
I think that we're not doing enough behind the scenes to push things forward that can sort of highlight our people. We need more writers. We need more directors like Casey Lemons. We need more producers, African American women that are putting things out there. And thanks to Tara and this festival, we can now focus on that, and maybe we'll see more in the future. I have real hope for the millennium.
I think the biggest challenge for us now is we need women of color in every area behind the camera, not just as filmmakers, but executives, and we need to get in a position where we're able to greenlight films, and we also need to be exploring alternate media, different ways of entering the industry.
But behind the scenes, it's every job. For us, we started off in the fashion industry in front of the camera, and then became business people behind the camera, because for us it was like, it's more important to produce the event and be able to be intelligent.
Right, and that's where the money is all right.
Exactly. Same with film. Right now we have someone who's behind the camera who's an African American woman or a woman of color. Just being able to do the things that men usually do.
It's a male-dominated club that I'm in. So it's very, very hard for Black women to really get everything going. I'm hoping that it will get better shortly, because we are very important. We have voices and we need to be heard.
Stories.
And we also have wonderful stories that need to be told. And I don't think men tell it as well as women.
What do you see in the future of film?
I think that in terms of Black films, it's not getting any easier to get them made, unfortunately. and I was talking to an agent that said there are none really in the land, now, looking forward into a slate. There are not a whole bunch of black dramas. There's a great debaters coming out, which I'm really excited about, that Journey Smollett is in, who was a little girl in my first film. Now she's a beautiful woman.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But they're not like a whole bunch of...
There's not that many roles that people can audition for.
Yeah.
And one last question. What piece of advice would you give to young filmmakers that are trying to be where you are?
Perseverance, really. It's all about...
Perseverance.
Yeah, it's all about persevering. It's all about staying true to your dream and not taking no for an answer. Really believing that you can do it.
Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive. Be around positive people. Just believe and hope, and it will definitely happen.
You could say anything to the people out there watching that are inspiring filmmakers. What would you say to them?
It's definitely got to be your passion. And if it is your passion, stick with it, because eventually your gifts will make room for you.
I guess we can just really say that the minute you settle for less than you deserve, you get even less than you settle.
Right. Well, that's deep.
That's it. Don't settle.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in the 10th Annual African American Women in Cinema Film Festival. I'm your host, Mariam Basir. We had such a great time with the workshops, the films, the playwrights, the screenwriters, the directors, the actors. It was so much fun, and thank you so much for joining us. I will see you next year.